What's going on, everybody? It's Ron from RJT Travels, and we are, just as promised, we are going to go over to the Cay. That is the private island that Sandals owns here in Royal Bahamian. So stick with me here, and we're going to go check out the private island. One thing actually before we get over to the island is not a permanent structure thing. It's only open till 5 p.m. every day, so it's like a daytime activity. It's not like there's no rooms over there to stay overnight or anything. It is just like a daytime thing. So they keep a schedule posted here. Basically, they run once an hour, to the Cay, 10, 11:30, 1:30, 2, 3, 4, and then coming back, it's 10 minutes to the hour on the way back. So real easy. You can actually see the boat right out there getting ready to take off, so we're going to go down there. So stick with me while we go get on the boat and head on our way over to the private island. Alright, so we made it over to the private island, and we are now checking out the Sandals Bahama Cay. Really nice, really kind of a cool, unique thing to have. A couple of things to point out while I'm walking down here on the beach, because we're actually out here. I'll show you where we're going to go out to that end point out there, see how that looks. So taking tennis shoes in the sand, that'll be fun, but we'll figure it out. But a couple of things on the island to know. The island is not a overnight island. It closes, the restaurant and bars close at 4. Last boat of the day is at 4:30. So it's definitely not a, you're not going to spend the night here type thing. It is just a daytime activity. The other thing is, though it is a private island, and Sandals does own this piece of it, the island as a whole does have other people. So they'll show you when you get on the boat, but there is a spot over there, and I can show you later. They say basically, here's these rocks. You have everything to your right is your playground. Left is private property, so stay out of that. So that's something good to know. It is a private island, but not purely Sandals private. So there are pieces that are not Sandals. But on a whole, the views over here are just absolutely incredible. And it's really cool. Like, they have these, just like you would on a normal beach, the different umbrella stands with little tables and chairs and stuff, but if you can see behind it, they've got like huts, real built gazebo type things with chairs in it that you can go sit in and view. And then they have this over here, which is where we're heading to. Small little path, little rock path here. But I'm really excited just to see the views from over here. Wow, this is, man, if you're not watching where you're going, you're gonna eat it. Oh, that's so cool though. You just get an entire view. You can see the different resorts that are on the island, not just Sandals, all the different Bahama resorts. It's kind of hard to see from here, but over there is a cruise ship. There's a cruise ship docking. I have no idea what ship, but it's a cruise ship docking down there. But I'm going to take a second just so you can hear it. You just hear the water crashing up and then nothing else. It's just silent. see, that would be your Sandals right there on the other side. So definitely a lot of things to see, that is for sure. So exploring the island, now you're not just on the beach, you're kind of in the middle of the island. They have these different areas, different couches and recliners, chairs under gazebos, and this is a concrete sidewalk, so you're not always walking in sand. But it just gives you a nice kind of peaceful walkabout on the island. The other nice thing is the island is double-sided. So when you come in on the one side with the boats right there, you actually can come into the other side. And there's more gazebos and chairs and stuff. So here's one that's just kind of hidden off the beaten path a little bit. But if you were to go sit in it, you're not on the beach, but you have a nice view of the beach. So kind of cool how they have the seating out here. And since it's the private island piece, there's not nearly as many people out here as there is in the regular resort. So as you can see, we're here in the middle of the day, and a lot of these don't have people in them. They're just open to use. So that's really kind of nice. Here's the view on the other side. Again, it's a beach. Seen one, you've seen most. Especially like I've shown you the other side of the same island, but it is a really nice view nonetheless. And honestly, the one thing I'll point out here that's kind of catching me off guard is it's so quiet. There's no music playing, there's no DJs, there's no craziness. So even if you come here and you're staying in the West Bay side and you're like, hey, I want the party atmosphere, but maybe you want just a little bit peaceful. Maybe you and your significant other just want a little bit of relaxation and quiet. Coming out to the beach here, the private island, really, really nice. Really, really private, really, really quiet. And see down here too, this is where it gets even more fun. They have a spa out here. So not only can you hang out on the beach, do the quietness, find yourself a thing. If you want to catch a massage, they do walk-ins down here. Doesn't have to be an appointment scheduled, but you can actually do a massage and get some of the Red Lane spa services while you're out here. But this is the cool part, ready? You lay down for a massage, that's your view. You just lay here and soak up the water, the rays and the sounds, and it's just quiet treatments. Very, very beautiful. All right, so I made my way back to the more of the center here, but I thought this was something small and cool too. They have a turf grass area here. So it's like a grassy area. They've got cornhole set up. They have like a swing and stuff over here. And then, of course, beautiful views of the ocean again. You really can't find a bad view on this ocean, I will say. Like, it's pretty crazy how beautiful it is here. But they have, they got lights strung up, so in the evening, if it's dark early or stuff, you can still see. But this is a really cute little setup, and they've got like the fire pit over here and stuff too. So you definitely can tell they do decor at night and like have an evening life here too when it's, not the middle of the day. Okay, so I made my way back to the start here a little bit, and this is where they have a pool with a swim-up bar, classic Sandals, and they do have the restaurant up here too. They also have a jacuzzi, which is more on the back end a little bit I'll get to, but so here's so they got the pool and swim-up bar. I always like this too. This is kind of cool, looking at the wall and how they... And the nice thing is over here, since there's so much sand, they have these little foot wash buckets. So before you get into a pool, you just stick your feet in there and wash off all the sand from if you were over on the beach side. But what a pretty little just wading fountain, and then, the actual swim-up bar and pool. And then when you get through the offshore grill, come over here. And here's the main part of the beach. Now here they do have some music playing, so it's not totally quiet, but what a view.
Did anybody see cows? Well, I saw where they were and there were... Oh, I see. What?
So main part here, you got the restaurant, the bar, and then you do of course have the pool. And something else that's kind of cool over here on the island is just like on the main resort, if you wanted to do some of the aqua stuff, you wanted to try like snorkeling for example, they actually have a booth set up out here too that you can get snorkeling equipment and then go snorkel in the backside of the ocean here too. So if you want to do one of the water activities, and obviously you're over here on the island, you can absolutely pick up some snorkeling gear down here and try the same thing. So they even have some of the aqua activities over here on the island. What a view. It's really, really pretty. Just a big table area to sit. So this is one of the really unique things about Sandals Royal Bahamian that I wanted to point out and really stress. You know, it checks something off a bucket list. It's one of those where you're like, I've always wanted to go to a private island. I've always wanted to stay on a private island and swim or whatever. And you get to do that here. You actually get an opportunity to be on a Sandals resort, to check out the different things and all that, but then you get to come over to the private island and you get to actually enjoy the same things you would at the resort, but on its own little space, where there's even less people, where it can be extremely quiet and secluded, or have a little bit of an atmosphere, a little bit of music and stuff, get a bite to eat, and hang out here all afternoon. A bit more of a personalized experience here, get you to understand what the private island is and what you can expect to do on it, and why coming down to Sandals Royal Bahamian is something fun and unique to do, because every resort's gonna offer its own thing. This is definitely Royal Bahamian's thing, having its own private island. Don't forget, if you do want to come down, check it out, RJT Travels is a certified sandal advisor, so we can definitely help you get here to Royal Bahamian or any of the Sandals resorts. Don't think it's just this one. We can do any of the resorts that you want to go to. So definitely reach out, let us know. Make sure to subscribe and like on this video, so that way you can see all of our content. We posted a bunch of videos already. We're going to have some more coming up, talking about Royal Bahamian and breaking down all the different things here. Plus, we're going to be in Montego Bay in a few months and doing the same thing there. And of course, all the content we've already published for St. Vincent. So we definitely have a ton of Sandals content on different resorts, always coming out, always staying fresh. So definitely make sure to like and subscribe here on the channel so you always keep up to date with Sandals content. And if you're thinking about coming down, reach out and give us a call. We'd be happy to get you here and enjoy your own little crack of paradise. But until next time then, thanks guys and happy travels.